welcome. Excuse me. Welcome to the show. And this is a reminder, if you guys like this court content and you're not subscribed to this channel, please do me a big, huge favor and subscribe to this channel and help this channel grow. I really appreciate it. Today is Judge Vonda Bailey. And just remember, everybody, child custody, child support, stuff like that Judge Bailey does is also part of the court system. So let's get started with Judge Vonda Bailey. Yes, I will be here watching the chat, but I'm going to be muted and will be watching for ads so that this channel doesn't get struck by music in an ad. So let's go ahead and get started with this. Share my screen. Come back here and make it bigger. And
do you swear or affirm that the testimony you'll give will be the truth and the whole truth?
I do.
I do.
Thank you. All right, we're set here today for a final trial on a divorce, no children, but with property. Prior to going on the record, there was some exhibits that were pre-admitted, and we're going to go ahead and admit those into evidence right now. So petitioners 1 through 15 are admitted, and respondents 1 through 12 is admitted. Are there any preliminary matters that the court needs to take up before proceeding?
Judge, there's one thing. There was a designation of expert witnesses that was filed by Mr. Green's former attorney. Mr. Asekun hasn't designated himself as an expert witness at this time. And so that he's planning to testify with regard to attorney's fees, but I don't think he has the capacity to do so since he has not been designated as an expert witness within the required time frame as required by the Texas Rules of Civil Procedure.
And counsel, I'm reviewing, and the court takes judicial notice of all contents of the court's file, and I'm reviewing the court's file, and I don't see any designation of expert witnesses. Not that you have to file it, but it would help the court if it were filed. Do you have something where you designated yourself for today's trial as an expert witness?
I think I did.
I see a designation of witnesses for Mrs. Green that was filed. I'm sorry, for Mr. Green, excuse me. It was filed by his previous attorney, but it's for that previous attorney. There was nothing designating you as an expert witness to testify for today's trial.
Your Honor, maybe if you look at respondent exhibit 3,
okay,
I think we filed a witness list because we cannot go back to the as at the time I became the attorney of record, yes,
I see where you designated yourself as a witness for today's trial, but pursuant to the rules of civil procedure, you would have had to designate yourself as an expert. I believe it's 20 days before trial, 30 days before trial. Don't give me the misquoting stuff. I got all this law.
Yes, that's what I was explaining, Your Honor, that that period has already elapsed before I came into the case.
Mm-hmm. Yes, so to that extent, the court is going to sustain the objection made because there is no designation of yourself to testify as an expert witness pursuant to the discovery rules.
Well, Your Honor, I'm going to request a waiver of that rule, Your Honor, because as I said, the period as at the time I came into the case, I mean, the petitioner has not been helpful. We were trying to get. I wasn't even sure if today's trial was going to go on because as at yesterday, we still have not received. Until yesterday, we still have not received most of the documents requested. So I
And the
wasn't
judge
even.
wants to object to this line of testimony by Mr. Asikun. He's referring to discovery that was discussed yesterday during our hearing during our conference with Judge Lee. That has absolutely nothing to do with the fact that he's not designated himself as an expert witness in this trial.
Okay, sustained. We're going to proceed with the hearing. You all have 30 minutes aside that will include any opening and closing statements that you make if you choose to make them. It will also include any examination. Attorney Mitchell, at this time, would you like to make an opening statement?
Judge, I'll waive my opening.
All right. Attorney Asikun,
Yes, Your Honor.
would you like to make an opening statement?
Sure, Your Honor.
Okay, go ahead.
Your Honor, this is a petition for divorce that was filed by the petitioner with bad faith. With the trial today, the testimony today will show that the petitioner filed this divorce in bad faith with the intent to deprive the respondent his legitimate share of the community property. We will show during the trial, during the testimony, that the intention was malicious. And as a result of that, we will implore the court upon testimony to grant this divorce and to also order the community properties to be shared equally between the respondent and the petitioner.
Thank you, counsel. Does that conclude your opening statement?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Attorney Mitchell, you may call your first witness.
Thank you, Judge. I'll call Shamir Green.
Okay.
Ms. Green, please state your full name for the court's record.
Shamir LaShandria Green.
And you're the petitioner in this case, correct?
Yes.
And prior to filing this petition for divorce, did you live in Texas for 6 months and in Dallas County for 90 days?
Yes.
And you're currently married to Jerry Green?
Yes.
And the two of you were married on or about May 20th, 2011. And did you cease to live together as husband and wife on or about August 30th, 2023?
Yes.
Has your marriage become insupportable due to a discord or conflict of personalities that destroys the legitimate ends of the marriage relationship?
Yes.
Is there any reasonable expectation of reconciliation?
No.
Were there any children born or adopted during this marriage?
No.
Are you currently expecting a child?
No.
Now, has Mr. Green, your husband, been sentenced to federal prison for more than a year prior to filing, after you filed this divorce, or prior to filing this divorce?
Yes, but I don't know if it was a year.
Objection non-responsive.
Sustained after yes.
Okay. And to the best of your knowledge, when was he sentenced to federal prison?
He was sentenced in June of 2023, and he turned himself in August of 2023.
Okay. And for how long was he sentenced to federal prison, to the best of your knowledge?
A year.
And to the best of your knowledge, when was he released from federal prison?
March of 2024.
Okay. And when he was released, where was he released to?
I have no idea.
Okay. Have you had any contact with Mr. Green since he was put in prison in August of 2023?
Yes.
Okay. And what type of contact have you had with him?
Text messages from September 2023 until around October or November of 2023. And then after that, he called my job a couple of times, but that's it.
Okay. Tell the court why Mr. why Mr. Green was sentenced to federal prison?
He was convicted of tax fraud, pretty much.
Okay. And you've seen the exhibits that we've produced for the court, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And petitioner's exhibit number 2 is the record of his conviction, correct?
Oh, well, I don't have that information.
Also, you can share, either one of you can share your screens.
Thank you, Judge.
Welcome.
While I'm working on this, Judge, I'll keep going. Ms. Green,
Mhm.
so Mr. Green was sentenced to prison for a year, correct?
Yes.
But he only served about 6-7 months of that prison time, correct?
Yes.
You filed this divorce while he was in prison, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And when he was released from prison, did you have any contact with him?
Only when he called my job.
And did you talk to him then?
Yes.
Okay.
Briefly.
And what was and did you request that he not contact you anymore after that?
I did.
Now, before he was sentenced to federal prison, what was his line of work?
He was an entrepreneur. He had a couple of tax businesses, or a few. He did help with this Golden Patient Care, which is a home health care agency as well. He was a part owner of that with his family company as well.
Okay. And to the best of your knowledge, he was convicted of tax fraud, correct?
Yes.
And as a result of that tax fraud, he now owes the United States government restitution in the amount of $1.2 million.
Yes.
Okay. And you're asking that you're not going to be responsible for any of that debt, correct?
Yes. Correct.
Now, while the two of you were married, you all own 2 properties, correct?
Yes.
And those 2 properties are 329 Valentino Way in Grand Prairie, Texas, and 1129 Fairbrother Drive in Fort Worth, Texas, correct?
Yes.
And both of these properties were purchased during the marriage.
Yes.
Okay. And who's the lien holder for the mortgage for the property in Grand Prairie?
I am.
Who do you pay the mortgage to?
Oh, I'm sorry. Wells Fargo.
Okay. And there's currently a balance owed to Wells Fargo, correct?
Yes.
Okay. When prior to Mr. Green being sentenced to federal prison, were the two of you splitting the mortgage equally?
Yes.
Okay. And when he went to prison, did that create a financial burden for you when it came
Yes.
to mortgage?
Yes.
When he went to prison, how much was the mortgage?
It was $3,341.53.
And were you able to pay that complete mortgage on your own?
In the beginning, yes.
Okay. And when did you begin struggling to pay the mortgage?
Around year 2. I'd say about a year after I filed for divorce. So after like November 2024, it started to get very burdensome for me.
Okay. And was Mr. Green helping at all pay that mortgage once he was released from prison?
Not once he was released from prison, no.
Okay. While he was in prison, was he helping you pay the mortgage?
Yes, he did give me money, and he had his family send money to pay his half of the bills.
Okay.
And his contribution totaled for 7 months, the amount of time he was in prison.
Okay. So once he was released, you didn't receive anything.
No.
Okay. And that's when it began to get a little burdensome for you to pay the mortgage.
Yes.
Okay. And we've provided the court as exhibits the mortgage statements from 2020, 2023, 2024, and 2025, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Now, Ms. Green, when it comes to the rental property, How much do you receive in rent from the rental property?
Currently, it's $1,924
And when did that lease go into effect?
on May of 2025.
Prior to May 2025, how much was the rent for that rental property?
$1,800.
Okay. And is the rental property paid off?
Yeah,
Okay. And so what were you using the funds from the rental property for?
to cover the expenses for the house in 329 Valentino Way.
Okay. So is it your testimony that the $1,800 that you were receiving in rent from the house on Fairweather in Fort Worth was used to pay for the house in Grand Prairie?
Yes,
Okay. And was Mr. Green helping you pay for anything with regard to the rental property?
no,
Now, when it comes to the rental property, um, were there any repairs that had to be made to the rental property?
yes.
What repairs have you had to make to the rental property?
The most recent, I had to buy a new AC unit
Okay.
in
When did you have to purchase this AC unit?
August of 2025.
And we've produced a copy of the bill for that unit, correct?
Yes,
Okay. And that's marked as exhibit number 13, correct?
I didn't get that information, but
Okay. All right. So you have a bill for the AC unit of $10,900, correct?
yes,
And you've paid that.
I took out a loan.
Okay. Is Mr. Green helping you pay for that?
No,
Okay. And what other repairs have you had to make to the rental property?
I had to pay for the garage door.
Okay. And how much did you have
And
to pay for the garage door?
it ended up being around $2,200 total.
Okay. And we've provided that as exhibit number 8, that you had to pay $2,226.85, correct?
Yes,
Now, for the months of September and October, did you have to prorate the rent for the rental property?
yes.
Why did you have to prorate the rent for the rental property?
Well, because the AC unit went out in August, and so I had to prorate the rent for a few days until I had someone come out to fix the AC because my tenants were in a house without any AC in the middle of the summer. So once the AC was fixed or installed, the tenants called me and told me that the unit wasn't cooling. So I had to therefore get in contact with the company that installed the new AC unit. And it took a series of 10 days for them to get the AC running properly. And during that time, the tenants were in the house and it was about 80 degrees inside. So I prorated their rent for that as well.
Okay. Has Mr. Green ever tried to contact you with regard to this rental property?
No,
Okay. Now, is there currently a tax lien on the rental property?
yes.
Okay. And how much is that tax lien?
Well, so there are back taxes of like 10,000. Uh,
And there's currently a lawsuit pending for those taxes, correct?
yes, it's like $10,441 or something like that. Yes,
And explain for the court why those taxes haven't been paid for the
because
rental.
I didn't have the funds.
Okay. And if Mr. Green hadn't gone to prison, would you have had those funds to pay for the taxes for the property?
Yes.
Okay. Now, Ms. Green, who do you currently work for?
CVS
Okay.
specialty,
And how long have you worked at CVS?
21 years.
And you do have a 401k, correct?
Yes,
Okay. And we've provided copies of your 401k statement from from the end of the third quarter, correct?
Yes,
Okay. And you took out a loan on your 401k, correct?
yes,
When did you take out this loan? Do you recall?
yes. It was September, either August, the ending of August of 2023 or early September 2023.
Did you take out this loan before or after Mr. Green was sentenced to federal prison?
Afterwards,
Okay.
because
And
it posted in September the 12th or something.
okay. And how much was this loan? Do you recall?
50,000,
Okay. And why did you take out a loan of $50,000 from your 401k?
because I needed to pay existing debt that I had, like lines of credits, credit cards that were um, owed prior to him going into prison.
Okay. So, would it be safe to say that Mr. Green's federal prison sentence caused you to have to take money from your 401k to ensure that you were in a more stable financially?
Yes,
Okay. Had he not gone to prison, would you have taken this loan out on your 401k?
probably not.
Okay. Now, Ms. Green, you all had a Mercedes, correct? A 2023 Mercedes?
Yes,
Okay. And where's that car?
back with the dealership.
And when did you send that car back to the dealership?
July of 2025,
And why did you send that car back to the dealership?
because it was excessive. The payments and the insurance was more than I could handle. I don't need two vehicles, it's just me. And I could no longer afford to stay afloat and pay two car notes and two insurance.
Okay. And so, was the car repossessed or did the car get paid off?
I It was paid off. The dealership paid for it to come back, and I have to pay the excess amount owed.
And the excess amount owed is about $6,000.
Yeah, 6,500.
Okay. So there was negative equity in this Mercedes.
Yes.
Okay. Now, we came to court back in 2024 after Mr. Green was released from prison, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And to the best of your recollection, what were the terms of the court's order at that time?
So in July of 2024, the judge ordered that I could have the house until the divorce proceedings were final.
And was there an order that Mr. Green was not supposed to come to the premises?
Oh, yes.
Okay. And did Mr. Green violate that order?
Yes.
How many times did he violate that order?
Mm, that I know of, one for sure.
Okay. And as a part of his conditions for being released from prison, he was not to file any taxes, correct?
That I know of, yes. He was no longer supposed to do any taxes at all.
Okay. After court in July 2024, were taxes filed on your behalf?
Yes.
Did you know that those taxes had been filed?
I found out when I received a letter in the mail from the IRS.
Okay. And for what tax years were the taxes filed on your behalf?
2021 and 2022.
And to the best of your knowledge, who filed these taxes?
Dear did.
Okay. Did you provide Mr. Green with any information to file these taxes?
No.
Okay. Did you consent or sign any tax forms for him to file these taxes?
No.
And as a result of him filing those taxes for years 2021 and 2022, do you currently have a tax bill?
Yes.
Okay. And how much is your tax bill from 2021?
It's $3,300, somewhere along that now.
Okay. And for 2022, how much is your tax bill?
30,000.
Were you planning to file your taxes married filing separately?
Yes.
Were you given that opportunity before Mr. Green filed those taxes?
No.
Have you since reached out to the IRS to take care of this matter?
Yes.
So now you have a joint tax debt for tax years 2021 and 2022 that you had no knowledge of, and you did not give consent for Mr. Green to file, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Now, you've seen the summary of request relief that we provided to the court, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Do you believe that what you're asking for in your summary of request relief is both fair and equitable to both you and Mr. Green?
Yes.
So let's just go through your summary of request relief. You're asking the court to grant you a divorce.
Yes.
Okay. And you're asking for that you be awarded 100% of the marital residence located at 329 Valentino Way.
Yes.
And explain for the court very briefly why you're asking for 100% of that residence.
Because I've had to cover the expenses, and I feel that I should be able to reap some of the proceeds of it because I've acquired a lot of consumer debt during this 2-year divorce battle. I need to be able to move on with my life, and I feel like I've devoted a lot of money and time into investing into this home.
Now, Ms. Green, had Mr. Green not gone to prison, would we be here discussing divorce today with Judge Bailey?
I believe so, yes. It was inevitable.
Okay. But him going to prison caused you a great financial burden.
Yes.
Okay. And if the court determines that the property should be divided, are you asking for a disproportionate share?
Yes.
Okay. And you're asking for a 70-30 split where you get 70% of the net sales proceeds and he gets 30%, correct?
Yes.
Are you also asking the court to award you half of the mortgage payments that were made from the time that he was in prison up until now, from August 2023 to October 2025?
Yes.
Okay. And that would come from his share of any net sales proceeds from the sale of the house?
Yes.
Okay. And are you also asking to be awarded 100% of the residence at 1129 Fairweather Drive?
Yes.
Okay. Are you asking for that, for 100% of that, based upon the same testimony that you provided earlier?
Well, moreover, because for the 1129 Fairweather Drive, like I was the one that worked extra hours to pay that mortgage off, and I paid it out in 2.5 years. That was me doing it. He just paid his $400, his half of the rent. I paid all the extra.
Okay. In the alternative, if the judge determines that she's going to divide this property, are you asking for a 70-30 split as well?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. But you're also asking that he pay for half of the garage door repair and half of the AC repair, correct?
Yes.
And are you asking for 100% of the rental proceeds until the property gets sold, if the judge deems that the property needs to be sold?
Yes.
Now, do you all have a 2018 GMC Terrain?
It's my mom's truck.
Okay.
Yes.
And when was this truck purchased? Do you recall?
Years ago.
And
I
who's
got
paid I'm sorry, who's paid the note on that truck?
my mom did.
Okay. And was the truck in your name?
Yes.
Okay. And so you financed the truck, but your mom paid the note?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. And when was that truck paid off?
Several
Do you
years
recall?
ago.
Okay.
I don't recall the exact day.
Okay. Okay. And so do you have the title to that truck?
I do.
Okay. Is that truck still titled in your name?
Yes.
Okay. And do you have any plans to switch the title to that truck over to your mom's name?
Yes.
Has your mom always driven this truck?
Yes.
So you're wanting the truck to be awarded to you, but it's actually your mom's truck.
Correct. Yes.
You're asking that the value that's associated, the negative equity, you get the negative equity from the Mercedes-Benz and you'll pay that, correct?
I've already paid it, yes.
Okay. And you're wanting him to be awarded his 2020 BMW X5?
Yes,
Are you asking the court to award you 100% of your 401k with CVS Health?
yes,
And you're asking the court to award him 100% of his IRA and any
Yes.
other 401k that he may have?
yes.
And you have a life insurance policy?
My company does.
Okay. And you pay the life insurance policy through your employer?
The employer pays for it. I don't pay anything
Okay.
for my life insurance policy.
So you're wanting to keep whatever life insurance policies you have that insure your life, and he keeps whatever life insurance policies he has that insures his life.
Yes,
You're asking the court to award you all of the property that you have in your possession, except for any of his belongings that he still has in the marital residence, correct?
yes,
Do you all have a family pet?
yes.
And what type of pet is it?
He's a miniature poodle.
Okay. And who has possession of the pet?
I do.
Okay. Are you asking the court to award you the family pet?
Yes,
And you want to give Mr. Green all of his property, correct?
yes.
How would you like Mr. Green to get his property from the marital residence?
Supervised.
Okay. Supervised by whom?
A constable or someone, a third party entity.
How soon would you like for Mr. Green to retrieve his property from the marital residence?
As soon as the court will allow it, that's fine with me.
Okay. When it comes to the tax debts, what would you like to see happen with those tax debts?
I would like to see Jerry pay for those expenses. I was informed by the IRS that I had to consult a tax attorney when I called them. And so I don't feel like I should be responsible for paying for a tax attorney, that he should be liable for that debt, along with the tax debt that he accrued without my permission.
And you want him to be awarded 100% of the restitution that he has to pay to the United States government in the amount of $1.2 million.
Yes,
And you're also asking the court to grant you a name change to Shamir Lashandria Jones, correct?
Yes.
Are you asking for this name change to avoid creditors or criminal liability?
I just want my name, my maiden name.
So my question is, are you asking for this name change to avoid creditors or any criminal liability?
Yes.
Okay. Listen to my question. Are you trying to avoid creditors by changing your name?
No,
Are you trying to avoid criminal liability by changing your name?
no,
Are you asking the court to grant you a divorce today?
yes,
Are you asking the court to adopt and approve your summary of requested relief as presented to the court?
yes.
I'll pass this witness.
Okay, thank you. 1 second. Ma'am, the correct spelling of your middle name, is it LA''SHUNDRIA?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. Thank you. All right. Counsel Cross,
Yes,
go ahead.
Ms. Green, when did your husband go to jail?
August of 2023.
To your knowledge, when was he scheduled to be released?
A year from there?
Were you aware that he was scheduled to be released in December 2023?
He did mention that, yeah. I don't remember. He did contact me asking he said that he could get an early release, but I don't know exactly when.
When did you have this conversation with him?
Between August when he went in, or September when he went in, at the end of August, and between like October-ish, early November.
Were you contacted by his probation officer in November 2023?
Yes,
Did the officer ask you to meet with him relating to your husband's release.
Yes.
Did you meet with the officer?
Yes.
When did you meet with the officer?
At 329 Valentino Way.
No, when?
When? It was early November or maybe late October.
Did you meet with the officer in 2023 at all?
Yes.
Was there a delay of 2 months between the time the officer contacted you and the time that you met with the officer?
Objection, relevance.
Sustain.
What month did the officer contact you?
Objection, relevance.
Sustain.
Your Honor, it is relevant, Your Honor, because I'm laying a background.
Sustain.
When did you speak with the probation officer?
Objection, relevance.
Sustain.
You testified earlier that you are aware that your husband was scheduled to be released early. He told you that he was scheduled to be released early. Did you do anything to prevent your husband from being released early?
Objection, relevance.
Sustain. Counsel, what is the relevance to him getting released early or not?
Your Honor, we are trying to establish here that Ms. Green actually prevented the husband from being released because the probation officer, I don't want to be testifying, I wanted her to be the one doing the testimony.
I guess the better question is, what does that have to do with this divorce?
Because he prevented the husband from coming home. There was a pre-planned arrangement. The testimony will expose all that. I just wanted to lay the foundation. Because I'm not going to have the opportunity to bring her back into the witness box after the respondent testified.
Okay, yeah, you can ask your next question. I don't see the relevance to that. I mean, you can use your time however you want to. You're just not going to be able to overcome that objection.
Okay, Ms. Green, I ask you again, when did your husband go to prison?
Objection, asked and answered.
Sustain.
From the time the husband went to prison, was he paying his own portion of the house contribution?
He was until he did give me money through his parents' company, his family company. Yeah.
And how much was he giving you monthly?
It was $1,637.05 times 2. So let's see.
So
$3,274.10.
I didn't get that, please. Can you repeat the answer?
$3,274.10.
So was he sending this to you from August of 2023?
He did, no, September. It began in September. At the end of September.
So when was the divorce filed?
November of 2023, at the end of November.
When was your husband served with the divorce?
Where was he? What? I'm sorry.
When he was served. Do you know when he was served?
Served?
Yes.
I have no idea. I did file in November, at the end of November, but I don't know when he actually was served.
When did he stop sending money? When did he stop sending this money to you?
March 8th of 2024 was the last deposit.
Okay. You testified right now that you had financial hardship, which led to you taking a loan of $50,000 from your 401k because of the financial hardship. When was this loan taken?
September, early September 2023.
And as of September 2023, your husband was still sending you $3,200 monthly, correct?
Yes.
So he was sending you this payment up till April of 2024, correct?
March 8th, 2024 was the last deposit.
So there couldn't have been any financial hardship if he was paying his own part of the expenses, correct?
I had consumer debt that Jerry did not assist me with. I had a line of credit that I owed money on. I had several credit cards that I owed money on, and that's not included in the $3,200 that he sent.
You have a life insurance policy at your job, correct?
The company has a life insurance policy on me. I do not have one on myself.
Okay, who is the beneficiary of this policy?
My mom. Did
you discuss that decision with your husband?
I changed it after I filed for a divorce.
Did you discuss the decision to change it with your husband?
No.
How is the policy paid for?
CVS pays for it.
Would that be considered employment benefit?
I guess yes.
Are you aware that employment benefits are marital property? Employment benefits during marriage are marital property.
Well, I guess now I do know.
Are you aware that listing your mother as the 100% beneficiary during your marriage without your husband's consent is fraud on the community property?
No.
You are currently employed full-time, correct?
Yes.
And you maintain this employment throughout the period your husband was in custody and up till now, correct?
Yes.
You have also been receiving rent from the rental properties, correct?
Yes.
Do you have your husband's phone number?
His current phone number?
Do you have the means of communicating with your husband?
I have a telephone number for him, yes.
Okay. Did you notify your husband about all these repairs before those repairs were made?
No.
When was the AC replaced?
August of 2025.
As at August of 2025, was your husband in jail?
No.
Was your husband notified?
No.
When was the garage door replaced?
June of 2025.
As of June 2025, did you notify your husband?
No.
Prior to the time you filed the divorce, who was responsible for maintaining all these properties, including the rental properties?
Maintaining?
Who was handling all the maintenance prior to the divorce being filed?
We both contributed financially towards it, but Jerry had the contact as far as plumbers or AC people, that sort of thing.
So is it your testimony today that your husband has a responsibility with the maintenance?
He did.
So did you notify him that there was need for maintenance before these expenses were made?
No, because I filed for a divorce.
You testified earlier that you paid most of the expenses for the rental property that was paid off, correct?
The rental for the expenses, the current expenses that I accrued since I filed for a divorce, is that what you're saying?
No, when you testified this morning, you stated that the rental property that was paid off, the mortgage that was paid off, that you paid most of them. That was your testimony. Is that correct?
Yes.
Was this payment made with community property?
Was it community property? No,
Yeah.
It was me. Well, if it was considered community property because it was my check, then yes. But I was the one working the hours.
Before your husband went to jail, was he also who signed the lease with the tenant in the rental property?
He did.
Who signed the renewal, the renewed lease?
He did.
So, do you believe it should have been notified before these expenses were made?
I feel like if we would have finalized our divorce in a year's time, we would even have that expense. This divorce is month 23, so it's almost 2 years.
Okay. Just one more question. Are you aware that you owe a fiduciary duty to your husband in a marital relationship in the state of Texas?
What do you mean by that?
A good faith duty to your spouse.
Okay.
You will agree that marriage imposes a duty of loyalty and good faith in the state of Texas, correct?
Yes.
That will be all for the witness, Your Honor.
Okay. Attorney Mitchell, is there anything further from this witness?
Just very briefly, Judge.
Okay, go ahead.
Ms. Green,
Mhm.
this fiduciary duty that you were just asked about, do you believe that Mr. Green owes you a fiduciary duty as well throughout this marriage?
Yes.
And he
Yes.
breached that fiduciary duty when he was sentenced to prison for tax fraud, correct?
Yes.
And he breached that fiduciary duty when he decided that he wasn't even going to tell you that he was involved in this criminal scheme since 2019.
Objection, Your Honor. There was no testimony as to any criminal scheme here.
Counsel, sustain, rephrase.
Yes, Judge. He breached his fiduciary duty when he began fraudulently filing taxes in Arkansas in 2019, correct?
Objection, Your Honor. I mean, that testimony, it is the attorney here testifying. There is no such testimony here today. The only testimony is about conviction. That's it.
I'll move forward, Judge. Miss Green, did he breach his fiduciary duty when he filed taxes on your behalf for your tax years 2021 and 2022 after he was
Yes.
released from prison?
Yes.
And he breached that fiduciary duty by making you liable for a tax debt of more than $33,000 that you have no knowledge or consent to, correct?
Yes.
I'll pass this witness.
Okay. And counsel, you have 3 minutes and 32 seconds left. Attorney Mitchell.
Yes,
Attorney Mitchell.
Yes, Judge.
Attorney Asikun, you have 16 minutes left. Attorney Mitchell, you may call your next witness.
Judge, I'll save my time for cross.
Okay. All right. So you rest.
I rest, Judge.
All right.
The judge can hear.
Witness.
Let me know when you're ready, Your Honor.
I'm ready.
Oh, okay. Mr. Green, please state your full name for the record.
Jerry Rashana Green.
How long were you married to Miss Green?
14 years as of today.
Okay, during those 14 years, where did you and your wife reside?
329 Valentino Way in Grand Prairie, Texas, 75052.
Can you briefly describe your role in supporting your family financially during the marriage?
I provided a lot of the financial support for the family.
Were you employed during those periods?
Yes, sir, self-employed.
Were you recently incarcerated?
Yes,
What was it for? Do you know?
tax-related issues.
When you were incarcerated, how long were you supposed to be in custody?
Approximately 3 months.
What was your original release recommendation date?
December of 2023.
Why were you not released as scheduled in December of 2023?
From my understanding, there were two separate occasions that
Objection calls for speculation.
Sustain.
Okay. Were you released in December of 2023?
No.
Do you know why you are not released
Yes.
and why?
My wife delayed meeting with my probation.
Objection calls for speculation.
Sustain.
And my wife also.
Objection calls for speculation.
You have to wait.
Hold on. Did you speak with the probation officer while you were incarcerated?
I spoke with the case managers.
Okay.
Yes.
Did you speak with the case manager when you were supposed to be released?
Yes.
So what was the reason given to you by the case manager?
Objection calls for hearsay.
Sustain.
Were you released in December as you were scheduled to be released?
No.
Why not?
Objection asked and answered. Objection calls for speculation.
Sustain as to ask and answer.
When were you released?
April of 2024.
You testify you were scheduled to be released in December 2023. Do you know why it was delayed till April of 2024?
Yes.
Objection asked and answered.
Actually, it's a different answer.
Go ahead, counsel.
Objection calls for speculation. He's asking the same question.
Sustain as to speculation.
Your Honor, there is no speculation here. The witness testified that he was scheduled to be released in December and then he was released in April.
Yes, but he would be speculating as to it having something to do with her unless he has firsthand knowledge that.
He has not said that, Your Honor. He has not testified about that.
My point. He hasn't made a connection. So ask your next question.
Did anyone inform you the probation officer why you could not come home? Did anyone tell you
Objection
why you
calls for
did not
hearsay.
come home?
Sustain as to hearsay.
Okay. How will you describe your relationship with your wife before your incarceration?
Loving, kind, happy.
When did your wife ever communicate directly with you while you were in prison?
Yes.
Did you have any conversation with your wife about meeting with your probation officer?
Yes.
Can you tell the court what the conversation between you and your wife regarding your probation officer is?
Objection relevance.
Same.
While you were incarcerated, were you providing financial support to your wife?
Yes.
How much were you sending monthly?
3,000 or more.
When did you stop sending this money?
When I was released from the halfway house.
And why did you stop?
Because they informed me I was that my wife.
Objection hearsay.
Sustain.
Your Honor, the witness testified that he stopped, and even Ms. Green herself testified that he stopped sending money. So it is important to know why he stopped, Your Honor. That's not speculation. That's relevant.
Counsel, that his answer said, because they informed me that my wife. That's hearsay. So you can ask the next question.
Can you tell the court when you stopped sending this payment?
April of 2024.
And why did you stop?
My wife told me I couldn't come home. Well, she told my probation officer I couldn't come home.
Objection, calls for hearsay, objection, speculation.
Sustain as to hearsay. Counsel, like, as I mentioned earlier, you all can use your time however you want to. I would just encourage you to ask questions that will allow me, that would guide me to make a decision based on what you asked me to do today for the divorce, because a lot of these questions that you've asked your client are not relevant to what I have to do today in this divorce.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Now, Mr. Green, during your marriage, who was responsible for filing your taxes between you and your wife?
I was.
So have you always filed taxes during your marriage?
Yes.
So did you file the 2021 and 2022 tax return?
Yes.
Was that something you normally do, or was this was the first time you did that?
It's normally done. These taxes were prepared before and a part of my case, and they had already been submitted to the federal government, so they couldn't be changed.
So was this to your wife's knowledge or without her knowledge?
This was with her knowledge because I informed her of what the taxes were before I went in prison.
So was this tax filed before you went to prison or after?
They were filed after.
Are you aware that your wife has a life insurance at her job, provided by her job?
No.
Did she discuss anything about the life insurance with you?
No.
Did your wife discuss anything about maintaining either your primary home or your rental home with you?
No.
Are you aware that there was a need to replace the air condition?
No.
Are you aware of any problem with the garage?
No.
Are you aware that your wife took a loan of $50,000 from her 401k account?
No.
Did she discuss this with you
No.
prior to or after?
No.
So how did you find out about it?
Today in this hearing. I also left additional funds for
Objection, non-responsive.
Sustain. Wait for the next question, sir.
What do you want the court to do for you today?
To be fair and equitable, just divide our assets equally.
Since you have been released, have you been allowed back into the home?
No.
Is there a reason to your knowledge why you are not?
No. Outside of we have a temporary order in place.
That will be all for the witness at this time, Your Honor.
Okay, Cross.
Just very briefly, Mr. Green, isn't it true that you filed the taxes for 2021 and 2022 in July or August of 2024?
It's not true because they were already filed in my court case.
And Mr. Green, isn't it true that Ms. Green didn't sign off on any of those taxes that were filed, correct?
He was well informed.
Objection, non-responsive.
Sustain.
Did she sign off on the documents?
She agreed to it before I went to prison.
Objection, non-responsive. I'll move
Sustain.
on.
Hold on,
Mr.
one question, 1 second. Sir, the question was, did she sign off on the documents? Is it a yes or a no?
No.
Okay.
Now, Mr. Green, since you've been released, have you paid Ms. Green this $3,000 that you were paying her while you were in prison?
No.
Okay. And you currently owe $1.2 million to the United States government for tax
I
fraud.
do pay my portion of the rent that I don't receive.
Objection, non-responsive.
Sustain. The question was, you currently owe $1.2 million to the United States government. Is that a yes or a no?
Yes.
And you didn't tell your wife that you were involved in this tax fraud business in Arkansas, did you?
Objection, Your Honor. There was no such testimony about that, Your Honor.
What was the objection? What was your legal objection?
The counsel was trying to testify. There was no any proud testimony as to what the counsel was asking.
He testified that he testified he went to jail for tax fraud.
Counsel, you have to rephrase that.
Yes, Judge.
Go ahead.
Mr. Green, did you inform your wife that you were involved in filing fraudulent taxes in 2019?
Is there a certain point or time frame in this question?
The point in time frame was when you and 7 other people were filing fraudulent tax returns for the United States government for the Department of Agriculture. Do you recall that?
Yes.
Okay. Did you tell your wife that you were filing these fraudulent taxes?
No.
Okay. So you breached your fiduciary duty in filing these fraudulent taxes, correct?
She was well informed and upset.
Objection non-responsive.
Sustained. The question was, so you breached your fiduciary duty in filing these fraudulent, is that correct?
Yes.
I'll pass this witness, Judge.
Okay. Anything further from your client?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, go ahead.
In previous tax filings, did your wife sign any of the previous taxes you filed?
No.
So will it be correct to say that she usually do not sign any of the taxes?
Yes.
That will be all, Your Honor.
Okay. Counsel, you may call your next witness.
Your Honor, that would have been me, but I'm not sure if the court will still allow me to.
No, I already sustained that objection when it was made.
So that means we rest, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. The court has a couple of questions. Ma'am, when did you find out about the tax fraud with your husband?
I found out, he told me when he was getting investigated. And I knew about his hearings in court, but I wasn't allowed to go into any of them. He didn't allow me to go help him, like find an attorney to fight the charges or anything. I only went to court for his ruling, and that was in June of 2023. That's the only thing he told me about, like allowed me to come to.
Okay. Thank you. The Fort Worth home, that's the one that's the rental property?
Yes.
And sir, how much is approximately in your IRA as of today?
I don't have access to it. It's 100% in an account that's controlled by her.
Okay, ma'am, do you know how much is in that IRA?
I don't have, I mean, that was money I left behind for her to utilize for any problems that may arise while I was incarcerated.
Okay. So ma'am, do you have access to that IRA?
It wasn't an IRA. It was $9,000 at Texas Trust.
Okay. Where is that?
It went towards the finances to maintain the houses.
Okay. As of today, how much is in your 401k?
I can give you my statement from when I last pulled it up for mediation. Let me see. Actually, no. Okay, so my last statement was $584,521.13.
Okay, yeah, I saw that one because I admitted that one in the evidence. That was as of June. You don't have one that's more recent than that?
I don't have a statement. I can like log in to get like they send a statement every so often. I can go look at what the actual number is now, but it takes a little bit for me to do that.
Oh,
I
that's
have
fine.
to-
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's fine. I would just use this date as um let me ask you this. Are your employer and contributions the same every month or do they fluctuate?
It's a percentage. So I give 5% of my paycheck and then the employer matches 5%.
Okay. So is that pretty much the same every month that goes in there?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. All right. Thank you. The Dallas home has no mortgage, correct?
The Dallas home does have a mortgage.
Okay.
The Fort Worth house.
Oh, you paid off the Fort Worth home.
Yes.
Okay. I wrote that down wrong. Thank you. And currently you're paying the mortgage on the Dallas residence.
Yes,
Who lives in the Dallas residence?
I do.
Sir, are you living in the Fort Worth residence?
No, ma'am.
Okay. What items do you still have at the Dallas residence, sir, if any?
Uh, all of my belongings, I have not been able to retrieve anything from there.
Okay. How much time do you need to retrieve all of your things out of the marital home?
Will be at least a full scheduled move out of all my property. So as much time as the court could grant me to be able to retrieve my items, I had to make it happen in that time.
Okay. Ma'am, what, if anything, do you and your family do for Thanksgiving at your house?
Do we do anything at Thanksgiving at my house? I usually go to someone else's house for Thanksgiving.
Okay. Thank you. Today is the 30th, right?
Yes, Judge.
Okay. Oh, yeah. I see an IRA SIP account for E-Trade.
Yes, Judge, that's my client's account.
All right. Trying to see if there was anything else. Ma'am, the tax bill that you have for 2021, what, if anything, has the IRS said to you about that?
They sent me, they sent me notice letters. Now it's a lien. And when I called to talk to the IRS about the bill, they told me I had to consult a tax attorney. They can only tell me the amount that I owe.
Did you have any conversation with them about you not being the person responsible for this bill?
Yes. And they said, ma'am, all I can do is tell you the amount that you owe. You have to consult a tax attorney.
Okay. And the same, that will be the same for the 2022 tax bill?
Yes.
On that too?
Yes. A lien? Did you say a lien?
Yes.
Yeah, they sent me a letter saying that they will put a lien on my property.
Okay. Does the Fort Worth home currently have tenants?
Yeah,
What is their lease? What are the terms of their lease?
it's until, like, when does it expire? I think it's April of 20, they do like a 2-year lease, so 2027.
Okay. All right. I believe that's all the questions that I have. What the court is going to do is take this under advisement. I'm going to look through the transcript comparison to the documented evidence that you all put in exhibits and give you a ruling. I'll get that ruling out to you on Monday. As far as today, the court does grant the divorce on the grounds of insupportability.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. You all have a good day.
Thank you.
Your Honor, do we wait for the ruling before he can determine when to grab his properties?
Yes,
Okay.
because it's on Monday. So, I mean, that's a pretty quick turnaround.
Oh, yeah, sure. Thank
Okay.
you.
You're
Yes,
welcome.
Judge.
Have a
Thank
good
you,
day.
Judge. You too. Thank you.
Thank you.
May we be excused, Your Honor?
Yes. Joy, I'm getting ready to do a swearing in. It's on the case that we had, I think it was like 2 weeks ago. Yeah, it's not a swearing in, I'm sorry, a rights hearing. Oh, okay. Yes. Remember when she came in? It's for that. Good morning, counsel. You're on mute.
Good morning, Judge.
Could you give me your case number again?
Yes. Hold on, I just had it. DF 21011705.
DF 21011775.
No, 01705.
05. Okay. All right. Joy, you ready? It's a rights hearing. All right. We're on the record and cause number DF 21011705. Counsel, will you please announce for the record?
Danielle Holland representing petitioner Tristan Williams.
Thank you. And ma'am, would you please state your name for the record?
Frederica Ellison.
Okay. And Miss Ellison, you are the respondent in this case. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Would you raise your right hand for me? Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you'll give will be the truth and the whole truth?
Yes, ma'am. I do.
Thank you so much. We are here for a rights hearing. And ma'am, what will happen is a rights hearing determines whether or not you're indigent. So if the law considers you to be indigent, that means that when an enforcement is pending, because an enforcement motion or hearing is quasi-criminal, which means that there is an element to it that allows me to place you in jail if I were to find that you violated the order and hold you in contempt. By law, if you're considered indigent, I have to appoint an attorney to represent you, okay?
Mm-hmm.
What's going to happen, Attorney Holland is going to ask you a series of questions for me to make that determination, okay?
Okay.
All right, go ahead, Attorney Holland.
I'm sorry, Judge. I wasn't prepared to ask the questions.
I can ask them. Okay, Miss Ellison, where do you currently work if employed?
Self-employed freelance, Uber, Lyft, Grubhub, Walmart, Spark.
All right. And this could be a rough estimate. It doesn't have to be an exact amount. How much do you say that you bring in monthly from all of your jobs?
$700 to $1,100. So it depends on like how often I work. So $700 to $1,100.
Okay, and that's on a month.
Yes, ma'am, monthly.
All right. Where do you live?
In Cedar Hill,
Who do you live with?
my grandparents.
All right. What bills do you pay, if any?
My car note, my car insurance, my cell phone bill, and sometimes the the light bill.
Okay. How much is your car note every month?
It's $404.99.
What about your insurance?
They just went up to, I'll say $100, about $110.
What about your cell phone?
That varies to just say $90.
And lastly, the light bill. I know that fluctuates.
Right, 300. Last month it was 300.
What about any savings account or anything?
I did create a savings for my daughter, but I don't have a personal savings.
Right. Attorney Holland, do you have any further questions for Ms. Ellison?
Yes, ma'am. Do you receive child support?
Yes.
And how much do you receive per month?
It varies. Before, I'm not sure if, as of this summer, that child support linked his place of employment, but before then, it was when he paid it, and then that number was never the same. It fluctuated. So I can say, as of August, I get $200 a month. Not even since September, I've been getting $200 a month.
Okay. And besides child support, is there any other income that the judge has not covered that you receive?
That's it.
Okay, Judge, that's all I would have for this witness.
Thank you. So according to your testimony, Ms. Ellison, the court is going to find that you are indigent, and the court is going to order that you're appointed an attorney through the public defender's office here at Dallas County. So what's going to happen is I'm going to prepare an order. My coordinator will have it sent out to you and Attorney Holland. It will have the contact information for the attorney. It'll have their phone number as well as their email address. You're responsible for reaching out to them, okay? Make sure you follow any directives they give you, any information that they request from you. You are doing that, because on the date of the hearing, which is January the 5th of 2026, okay? You're going to have to proceed on that day. So if you don't give your attorneys anything, they won't have anything to present for your defense. You understand that?
Yes. So that I'm now clear, what is the word indigent?
Indigent, it doesn't mean that you're poor or anything like that. It means that you do not have, what the state of Texas considers to be indigent is you make money under a certain amount. So the best way to look at it is minimum wage. Someone who makes minimum wage earnings, or that will be what's considered indigent.
Okay.
So according to your testimony, your income at max is $1,100 a month.
Not monthly. That's if I'm working. So
yeah. So at max, if you're working, according to your testimony, that would be what you would have. So on the low end, it could be $700, which is well below the minimum wage income bracket, which would make you qualify for a court-appointed attorney. Does that make sense?
Okay. So indigent, I'm being appointed an attorney based on my income?
Yes.
Okay. And
Yes,
because I'm below, what is it, minimum wage? What did you say? I'm below what?
You would be considered at minimum wage or even below minimum wage if you make $700. Like if you're making $700 a month, that's what it would be under the minimum bracket for income.
So I have to have a court appointed attorney.
Yes, ma'am. That's what the rights hearing is. Now, that's not to say that so in having a rights hearing, I am under an obligation to appoint you one. But if you tell me, Judge, my grandparents want to hire an attorney to represent me and your grandparents are going to pay for it, you're well within your right to do that.
Okay, yeah, that won't be happening. So I guess I'll have to have the court appointed.
Yeah.
Judge, I don't know if she wants to represent herself or not. I know that that's an option too.
I was going to say that you can represent yourself on this hearing as well. It's really your call. Motions for enforcement, just to give you an overview of them, they are very technical motions, okay? So with that being said, if you're going to represent yourself, you're held to the same standard as Attorney Holland here. I know you may not have a background in legal or anything like that, but you are held to the same standard. So you would be responsible for tendering your own exhibits, making objections for yourself, all the things.
All right. I'll move forward with the appointed attorney.
Okay. Attorney Holland, I don't see the return of service back on here for the January 5th date.
January, we just said it about 5 minutes ago with Judge Lee.
Oh, okay. Okay. I got it.
And she ordered her to appear on that date, and it's put in Miss Ellison's order for a continuance. She asked for a continuance also. So Judge Lee put all that information in an order for a continuance.
Okay. And a continuance from this January 5th date?
No, from the November 4th date that we already had set.
November 3rd. It was set for November 3rd.
Okay. I see it now. So what I'm going to do, ma'am, is I'm going to swear you in so it's on the record. Although Judge Lee swore you in and gave you an order, I just want to make sure that it mirrors your order, okay?
Mhm.
So I'm ordering you to reappear on January 5th. Hold on one second. Let me pull up this time. I'm ordering you to reappear on January 5th, 2026 at 9:00 a.m. here in my courtroom, which is located at the George Allen Courts building at 600 Commerce Street on the 4th floor. It's the district court. So I'm in the new wing of the building. That's Dallas, Texas, 75202. If you fail to appear, a KP's warrant may be issued for your arrest, okay? Do you have any questions about those instructions?
No.
Okay. Do you have any other questions for me while we're on here?
I was needing clarity on just the whole, do I speak with you, or is this now a question for my new appointed attorney in Ms. Holland, or can I presume to ask you like clarity on the filings, like the court case?
Okay, so depending on the question that you may ask, I may not be able to answer it because I can't give legal advice. So if it's something regarding the pleadings itself that may be a question you want to reserve for your attorney.
Okay. The question was just simply clarity on what Mr. Williams is filing for. Like what is contempt / enforcement? I know it was enforcement of the schedule that we had in place, but I'm unsure on, from my understanding, it's two different filings. So it's contempt and enforcement. Contempt, what is?
Okay.
Exactly what is
so I can answer those. So whenever there's an order in place, right?
Mm-hmm.
Whenever someone alleges that there is a violation of that order, they file what's called a motion for enforcement. Okay. So the motion for enforcement is what brings it to the court's attention that certain provisions of the order has been violated. You follow me so far?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So as a punishment for the violation of the underlying order is contempt. And contempt can come in two forms: is civil contempt, which civil contempt are the attorney's fees and the fines that he would be asking you to pay for him bringing the motion, right? There's also a criminal contempt component, which is why the necessity of the court-appointed attorney, because as a result of violating an order and being held in contempt, the law allows me to place someone in jail up to 6 months or 180 days per violation. You see how serious that is?
Yes. So is that what we are appearing for, a criminal? What did you say?
Well, it's quasi criminal. That's why I use that word quasi. That because you can be placed in jail, that's the criminal component of it. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. So anything beyond that, you would have to talk to your attorney about, you know, how y'all going to proceed on the motion and all of that. I can only give you the black letter law, and that's what I just told you, exactly what the family code says about what a motion for enforcement is and the consequences that can come as a result of it.
Okay. Would this fall under legal advice? I don't know. So
Well, ask it, I can tell you.
it seems like he's guilty of what he's filing for. So is it like, am I, even though we have this current court case, am I able to file the same motion?
Absolutely. Both anyone, in fact, anyone who
He's guilty of what he's filing for.
Okay, so that part I have you tell that to your attorney. But anyone who is affected by the underlying order, you are a parent named in the underlying order, you can bring a motion for enforcement. I mean, people have competing enforcements all the time. Anytime a provision has been violated, either party has the right to bring that.
Okay.
Okay.
Noted.
All right. Is there anything further for the record?
I have nothing further, Judge.
Okay. Well, thank you.
I want clarity on the January 5th in-person appearance. Is that at I'm so flustered I can't even speak. That's at 9 a.m.?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I just wanted clarity on the time. No further questions.
Okay. Well,
For the first time in years.
all right. We're on the record in cause number DF 1803364. Counsel, will you please announce for the record?
Your Honor, I'm Mark Williamson. I represent the movement today, Taylor Shea, the father of the child.
Thank you.
I'm Vicky Shea. I'm representing myself.
All right.
I'm
And
McKenna Isbell, and I represent myself.
all right. Would all those who intend to testify, please raise your right hands and remove yourself off of mute. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you'll give will be the truth and the whole truth?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. You all may lower your hands. So we are here today on a motion to set aside a void judgment. I do have some exhibits that were pre-admitted, and we're going to go ahead and admit those now. So Miss Vicky Shea's exhibits A and B are admitted, and Mr. Taylor Shea's exhibits fathers F1, 2, 3, and 4 are admitted. All right, so we're going to take some testimony. It looks like an order in a suit affecting the parent-child relationship was entered by the court back on August the 24th of 2021. And there was a motion to set aside the judgment declaring that order void because at the time that the order was signed, the case had already been dismissed. Is that correct?
Well, the challenge today is to the personal jurisdiction over Mr. Shea and what the court just mentioned, which is a technicality order of pleadings issue. So to be clear, there's the issue of can one amend their pleadings after their case has been dismissed, and would an amended pleading that's not properly before the court support any order? Our position is no. But secondly, the order should be declared void for lack of personal jurisdiction on my client due to lack of service of process, no waiver of citation, no court appearance, general appearance by my client, and the fact that he didn't sign the purported order that was entered back in 2021. So
Okay.
without those, it's our position that without jurisdiction, the court could not have entered that order.
Okay. Thank you, counsel. Let's see. Ms. Shea, did you want to go ahead and, because all you all are doing it, you're giving argument of why the court should maintain this order.
It should stay maintained. He lived in my house in August the 2021 because we are taking him back and forth to work.
Your Honor, for the record, I need to object. Can I share my screen?
Yes, go ahead.
Your Honor, and while I'm doing that, I'd ask the court to take judicial notice of the contents of the file in this case.
Yes, the court takes judicial notice of all contents of the court's file. Counsel, what is your legal objection?
Goes beyond the scope of her pleadings. She filed a response to the petition on September the 2nd, 2025, wherein she said, how can I get this to work? She said, her answer says, I'm stating the lack of sufficient knowledge to admit or deny the allegations. As far as I know, we did not have court on August 19, 2021. So for her to now suggest that she does have personal knowledge, that goes beyond her pleadings. So that's our objection.
Sustain. Okay, Ms. Shea, let me say it to you like this. What Attorney Williamson is saying is that at the time that the court signed this order, the court lacked personal jurisdiction, meaning there was some sort of violation to his client's due process rights because he was not served with a copy of your petition or put on notice about coming to court or anything like that. So that's what you would have to defend of why the court should maintain the order. And the order that you have was signed after this court back in 2019 signed an order dismissing the case. So your order that you have from August 24, 2021 was signed subsequent to the court dismissing the case. So you would be trying to explain to the court why the court should maintain that particular order. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, so go ahead.
Okay, the Taylor Shea was living in our home in 21 in August because we were taking him back and forth to work. Julie emailed us the paperwork under my email.
Same objection. I'm sorry, Your Honor. This goes beyond the scope of her pleadings. Her admission that she doesn't have personal knowledge sufficient enough to either admit or deny my client's allegations.
Sustain. So I guess the better way to say it, Ms. Shea, is what was going on at the time of the order is not the reason that we're here. We're here specifically on technical issues resulting in an order being signed when the court lacked jurisdiction to sign the order. So let me give you an example. I'm looking at the court's record, okay? This court back August 30th of 2019 signed an order dismissing this suit, okay?
Yes, that's back when in January 4th. Kim Cooks, I didn't know Kim Cooks dismissed it.
Okay.
This was all new to us.
Okay.
As of now.
Let me just walk you through it. She dismissed the case back then, okay?
Yes.
2 years after the case was dismissed, you filed an amended petition, and then you also filed a proposed order on the suit affecting the parent-child relationship. You remember doing that?
Yes.
After you filed that proposed order, the judge back then signed your proposed order after the case had already been dismissed. So at the time that the order that you filed was presented to the court, there was no live case pending at the time. You still follow me?
Yeah, but I didn't know that case got dismissed until here recently when I got these papers. When I went down to get these papers, I did not know it was dismissed. None of us knew it was dismissed. I was getting papers for school.
Okay, understood.
Because none of us knew it was dismissed.
Okay.
And then when I got these papers, he was living in the house. He signed the paper because I had the email. He read the papers.
I'm going to object to any testimony that goes beyond the scope of her pleadings.
Sustained. So again, the court just needs to know, even if you didn't have knowledge, ma'am.
Yes.
Legally, there are certain things I'm unable to do just because the law doesn't allow me to do it, because I don't have what's called jurisdiction to do so. I have to have jurisdiction to do so. So essentially, what I would need to know from you, not based on what you didn't necessarily know, do you have any case law or anything to present to me today that would allow me to keep this order in place that was signed after the case had already been dismissed?
Like, what do you mean?
Do you have anything
Criminal?
No.
No.
Do you have something from a different court, like a court of appeals or something, where another case happened similar to this, and the higher court told
No.
the court that they could maintain this particular order after it was signed once a case was dismissed? Do you have anything like that?
No, ma'am. Because like I said, we didn't know it was dismissed until I got these court papers. When I
Okay.
got served.
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much. That answers a lot for me. Attorney Williamson?
For the record, may I call my client to testify briefly?
Yes.
All right. I'd like to call Taylor Shea.
Oh, could you stop sharing your screen, Attorney
Yeah, I'm
Williamson?
sorry. Yes.
Okay, you're okay.
There we go. I'm about to start sharing it again if I have permission. Mr. Shea, tell the court your name, please.
My name is Taylor Shea.
And are you the father of the child that's the subject of this case?
Yes, sir.
All right. May I share my screen, Your Honor?
You may.
All right. Okay. Let me show you what is. Stop doing this. Beg your pardon, Your Honor. All right. Fathers 4 is Fathers 4 is your requested ruling, correct?
Yes.
You're asking the court to vacate the prior order, correct?
Yes.
All right. Fathers 1, that's a copy of the order that the judge signed. And I'll ask you, on the last page, did you sign that order?
No.
Is that your signature?
Yes.
No. I object to that one.
It's a different signature.
Hold on 1 second. I didn't hear any objection because everybody was speaking at the same time. Did someone make an objection?
I did, because that's not his signature.
Okay, so ma'am, what is your legal objection?
I don't have it. Just that the picture that's up there now is not the signatures that are on all the papers I have.
Okay, so I'm going to overrule that. Counsel, you may ask your next question.
Okay. Let me show you Fathers 2. Is that your current signature?
Yes, that is my current
And if
signature.
we compare that to Fathers 1, those signatures are completely different, correct?
Yes.
All right. Were you served with process for this amended motion?
No.
Did you make any court appearances for the amended motion?
No.
Did you sign a waiver of citation regarding the
No.
amended motion?
No, sir.
Are you asking the court to vacate the prior order from 2021?
Yes, sir.
In addition, we hired a handwriting expert by the name of Kurt Baggett. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Kurt Baggett is qualified and certified by the American Institute of Applied Science and the American Bureau of Document Examiners, correct?
Yes, sir.
And we asked him to compare your the purported signature on this agreed order to your signature on Exhibit 2, and we asked for his opinion, right?
Yes, sir.
And his opinion was that the signature on the order was indeed forged, correct?
Yes, sir.
And I'll pass the witness.
Okay. Ms. Shea, this is your opportunity to ask any questions of Mr. Shea based on his testimony that he just gave.
Well, Mr. Shea, on the paper I got served, why is your signature different than the one that's on the screen? They're two different signatures.
It's not my signature.
The papers I got served in August has a different signature than the signature you have on that screen that's saying that's your original signature that is in green.
Can you pull the original?
This is Exhibit A that I got served with. That is
Your
your
Honor,
signature.
Objection, the document's not in evidence. That's not her Exhibit A or B.
No, it's your exhibit, but that's his signature on the papers that I got served with.
Your Honor?
I-
What she's asking my client is not an exhibit.
This is not your signature.
Okay, you all can move on to the next question, Ms. Shea. I sustain the objection.
And I did not. Why?
What was the question, Ms. Shea?
I don't have any right at the moment, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, Ms. Isbell, do you have any questions?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Attorney Williamson?
We rest.
All right. Ms. Shea, this is your opportunity to call any witnesses or give any testimony.
I didn't know we were allowed to have those today. I thought it was just us. I didn't know I was going to have witnesses.
Well, it's not required, but if you wanted to have witnesses, this would be your opportunity to do so.
Like a witness, like saying that, you know, his signature was not forged, that it was actually his signature on the paper I put in for Exhibit A.
Well, not necessarily, because remember, this motion hearing is not about what took place at the hearing, if he signed it or anything like that. It's a matter of, was he notified of any amended petition? And according to his testimony, he's saying that he wasn't and he didn't sign anything.
Well, none of us were presented with the exhibits of compliances.
Okay. Is there anything further?
No.
Ms. Isbell,
Yes, ma'am.
Attorney Williamson, is there anything further?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. So the court is going to make a finding that at the time that the proposed order was signed, the court did not have jurisdiction to sign it, considering that there was no case open at the time. The case had already been dismissed by the court. So any order that's signed by a court, once a court has lost jurisdiction, is a void judgment. So the court is finding that the judgment is void, and I've signed the order to vacate the judgment.
May we get a copy of that?
Yes, I'm actually sending it out right now
Oh,
to
very good, Your Honor.
the clerk and my coordinator will forward all of you a copy.
All right. And now that that order is void, it has no effect. I'd like just to admonish the parties to act accordingly, please.
Correct. There is, I don't even see an underlying order.
There's not.
Yeah. So there is not an underlying order. If you all decide at some point in the future that you would like to come back and put something in place, we will entertain it at that time. But as of right now, there is no order that exists between the parties.
Okay, so on the child in question,
Yes, ma'am.
is she able to stay here in this with me until we get this all settled?
That is a great.
Because Mr. Shea just
Yes, I would
informed
like
me-
to know that too.
Mr. Shea said he's leaving town next week. He's leaving for a week. He told my spouse that.
Okay, I muted you because I'm speaking and you're speaking over me. As of right now, without a court order, the only people that are allowed to have possession of the child are the parents. Without a court order, it is the parents. So this child needs to go back to her parents until a court order allows someone to do something different. If anyone is in possession of a child that they do not have a legal right to be in possession of, that is kidnapping. You cannot have a child that an order does not limit either of the parents from having that child. So she needs to be turned over.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you all. You have a good.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
File your taxes 100% free in the app. If you
Tommy.
Thank you. You all may be seated. Okay, Mr. Tummy, you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Well, for one, we should have been here a long time ago, but someone keeps delaying. Anyway,
Really?
yes, really. You want
Excuse
to
me.
start this
Stop
here?
acting brainy.
Okay, we could have started this a long time ago. Okay.
Mr. Tommy and ma'am, really? I mean, the last time I checked, I was the judge. I was asking the questions. I should be the only person in here with a neck roll and an attitude.
I'm sorry, Your Honor.
Don't be sorry, just don't do it again. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, do you understand?
Yes.
I understand that tensions are high. Anytime you're talking about children and money, tensions are going to be high. But you all need to try at least to keep it together. Understood?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Now, continue, sir.
Okay. Well, she gave me money. I don't know the exact amount, but I know it was once. And
One time?
Yes. It's
For
not
how
a-
many kids?
2.
Okay.
And they're in my care right now, and I go full-time to a film school. It's a great film school, but it's very expensive. And I am a trust fund baby. That I realize that.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
Thank you. But it's running out, and I am scared that I can't afford some of the things that they may need because they're talking about wanting to go into the same thing that I'm doing. And that scares me, for one, because it's very expensive.
Are you paying for school out of that trust too?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Is there anything else you want me to know before I move over to her?
Not that you would like.
Okay, well, please, thank you for saving me from that. This case has been pending for a long time. 6 months is a long time. And he says that you keep on delaying it. So I need to know what is the reason for the delay.
Your Honor, the delay is because he don't even need to have the kids. The only reason why he got the kids anyway was because of his mama and daddy in that damn trust fund. Okay, and then on top of that, he put a case on me.
Are you mad that you don't have a trust fund?
No, I'm not mad that I don't have a trust fund. I got my pension and my retirement, but the
so
problem
you
is
have a
he's
pension?
spoiled.
Please keep talking.
He's
You have a
spoiled.
pension,
He's spoiled.
and you have
He
a
need to get-
retirement. Okay, but the children live with him, and it sounds like you're big mad. Because
No,
he
I'm not
has
mad.
distrust.
I'm not mad behind that. Okay.
What are you upset about?
I'm
exactly?
upset because he pulled the wool over my eyes. Okay.
Okay.
When we first hooked up, all right, I told him what it was that I wanted to be a cop. Always wanted to be a cop, right?
All right.
So he pulls a trick and then ends up getting me pregnant.
What does pull a trick mean?
He poked holes in the condom.
Oh, okay. Well.
And now I got twins. I had the kids originally, but because him and his family got money and he got that stupid trust, guess what? He went and lied. Now he got custody. So it's been taking so long because we've been back and forth out of custody court. And then not to mention he put a case on me because I shot him in his ass. He's an asshole. That's why I shot him.
No, you shot me in the leg and it hurt, and the medical bills
It
are
was
still
your
piling
ass.
up.
Stop,
Thank you very
stop,
much. Okay.
Stop with stop.
You know what?
Stop.
Both of you stop. Both of you stop, because this is a lot. I hope you guys do not do this in front of your children. This is absolutely ridiculous. I understand that you're upset, ma'am, but the first thing you're gonna do is learn how to speak without cursing, okay? That's the first thing you're gonna learn how to do. Because trust me, it's a whole lot of stuff that I wanna say up here, but I don't say it. So you're gonna learn how to behave. And stop shooting people. Just because you have a gun does not give you the right to go around shooting people, okay? Whether it's in his behind or it was in his leg, you should not be going around shooting people.
His behind.
Okay?
Thank you.
Okay, well, either way, all I need to know about is the money. Now, you said you did a whole lot of talking. You talked about you being a cop. You said pension. You said retirement. That is music to my ears dealing with child support, okay? So what I need to know, okay, thanks. Hold on. What I need to know, he said you gave him money one time. Is that true?
No.
It's a yes or a no.
No, that's not true.
So how much money have you given him total?
About $3,000.
About $3,000. Whether it happened one time or not, all I need is the amount. How much money do you make a year?
$57,000.
$57,000. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Who covers health insurance for the children?
I do.
Okay, how much is health insurance?
It's $68.
$68. Okay. You're about $5 off. I have 63.
Well, 60.
check.
Okay, it's 63.
Okay, $63, okay? $5, it doesn't make a big difference. Excuse me. I'm not gonna ask you again to stop talking to each other. I'm not gonna do it. You do not apologize to me again. I just need you to sit over there and be quiet and let me calculate these numbers, okay? And sir, I'm going to need you to just leave her alone, okay? I do not need her to shoot you in this courtroom, okay? So, based on that $57,000 a year, your gross is $4,700, that's correct. Giving you credit for the $63 that you pay in health insurance, that brings your net to $3,864.83, okay? Child support, $966.21.
A month?
Yeah. What do you want it to be? You want me to make it a week? I mean, I wish I had the authority to do that, but I don't.
I put my life on the line every day,
And you know
and I
what?
gotta
And
pay for this bum. Like, my kid's supposed to be with me anyway.
Are you kidding me right now?
Excuse me, Mr.
He
Tommy.
not
I
gonna
can
use that
handle
for the
this.
kids.
Listen here. I applaud you for going out and putting your life on the line every single day. But just like a lot of people out here, they put their lives on the line too when you are raising children. You have to worry about their safety. You have to worry about their welfare when they're no longer in your possession. So it's a lot of people out here have other people dependent on them, okay?
I understand.
So if you understand, well, let me go ahead and help you understand a little bit further what else you have to do, because I haven't finished yet. $966.21 is your monthly obligation. However, this case has been delayed a lot because of you. So I'm going to make your child support amount retroactive for the past 6 months. So giving you credit for that $3,000 that you testified to, and he said that you've given him some money. You said it was $3,000. I'm going to take your word for it, okay? Giving you credit for that $3,000, your retroactive child support or back pay, whichever one you want to call it, comes down to $2,448 that you owe in back pay, and I'm going to make that payable at $55 a month. All right. So payable at $55 a month added to your child support obligation. Your monthly obligation is $1,021.21. I don't need you looking confused or anything like that because you have a pension and you have a retirement. I need you to pinch from it and keep living. That's all I need you to do.
I'm not invested. So
well, you know what?
Invested in your kids?
I'm not, listen, it ain't about my kids.
You know what,
You hear
Mr.
that?
Tommy, do you have anything further?
No, you've been more than helpful. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Ma'am, is there anything else that I could help you with here today?
I just want to make sure my kids get the money. I don't want to pay for his education.
Well, you know what?
He sucks.
You said it. Well, you know what? He ain't sucked that bad when y'all was in the bed. So
the condom
go
was
ahead. Well, you know what? That has nothing to do with me. That has nothing to do with anything now because the children are here. They live with him. You're going to be responsible for taking care of them financially. Anything else from you?
No, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. You all are dismissed.
Shouldn't have delayed.
Hi guys, we've reached the educational portion of our show. I just wanted to go over what you all just watched in the case of the Tommy. So in this particular case, mom is a cop, dad is in school full time. All right, is mom obligated to pay an increased amount of child support? Can she be ordered to pay child support? That is very much so the case. So in this particular case, it's interesting as well because what you'll also notice is not only did the court award back pay for the amount of time, the 6-month period that the case was pending, but they also gave mom credit for any child support given to dad as well. So anytime child support is given to one parent, it typically is a gift. However, before a child support order is actually in place, the courts are able to give a credit to that parent for anything, any money paid, whether you paid it in cash, check, money order, however it's paid. If it's for the support of the kids, you're able to get a credit for it. So that's why you saw the ordering of the child support based on her net resources, in addition to the back pay, as well as the credit for the money that was paid to dad while the case was pending.
Oh, wow. Very powerful stuff sometimes when it involves children. But that's going to be it for today, ladies and gentlemen. Just remember, I broadcast every day at 3 o'clock p.m. Central Time, 4 o'clock Eastern Time. And this is a reminder, if you are not a subscriber to this channel and you like this content, please do me a big, huge favor and subscribe to this channel. And let's help this channel grow and make it bigger. And let's have a good, solid community here. So that's it for today. I will see you guys tomorrow. Ta-ta and ciao, ciao. And have a good evening.